How's it going, guys? Today is Monday, December 23rd, and I want to show you guys a little bit of my annotations that I did today, and actually the one trade I ended up taking. And I was actually bearish going into today for my bias, and I'll tell you why. I had this 4-hour fair value gap in discount here of this 4-hour range. Yesterday we chopped sideways, and today I really want to see this price retrace into this 4-hour. And the reason why was because ES made a higher time frame SMT with this high. So going to ES here, ES took this high during pre-market last night. So I really wanted to see NASDAQ trade lower since the market maker buy model was already completed on a higher time frame. And that's why I was really bearish today. But once price opened, I saw that we were pretty bullish, and I changed my bias. But I did want to see the manipulation higher because we had these London highs and Asian highs here. They're not relative equal, but it's a pretty good LR. So I really wanted to see price come up, sweep for manipulation, then move lower for our distribution, which we did see, but we didn't get the distribution bearish to the 4-hour. But yeah, it is what it is. It's Christmas week, so. But I'll go through my annotations here, show you guys what my thought process was for the whole day. And yeah, so to start off, price was respecting yesterday's NWOG here, perfect CE respection. So go into the 15-minute, you'll see price is perfectly respecting the bodies of CE, the red line, to move higher. And then we also have a 15-minute FEG here that gets inversed on the first 15-minute close, making a beautiful IFEG setup. V-shape recovery on a 15-minute higher. So that just proves that price is pretty bullish. And then price rips higher. We actually had a trade here with this 1 minute. I didn't take it just because I wanted to see price chop. We had a large displacement candle higher, and usually when you see these candles, I don't want to see price just rip higher. And also with this candle, we already took London high with this candle, and then it almost took Asia high, so we had no more draws left that I want to see taken. So I really wanted to see this chop. We saw the chop, and you can look at this as our accumulation right here to our manipulation to our distribution, and this would be a very short-term market maker sell model or just the AMD model. And this is what I wanted to see. Price came up, swept the previous high here, then sold lower. This was a really good trade. This was actually the trade I took, making $316. Targeted the 5-minute CE. This is the 5-minute gap. Go to the 5-minute here, show you guys. Yeah, this is the 5-minute. I targeted the 5-minute. It's a little cluttered, but you can see it. So this was actually like a A+ setup. I don't have it marked on this chart, but price this high came right to the 75% level of an NWOG from 3 weeks ago, and then rejected. So that's a perfect rejection. CEs are better, but when it comes to 75% or 25%, that's still really good. We have our right V shape. I didn't like how we had a up close candle here. If we had just down closed, I would have really liked that, but I still took this. This is very probable. I would have liked to seen this target these relative equal lows. We had this low and this low made. They're really relative equal. This is money, but I'll tell you why that didn't work. And so going to the 15-minute, price respects this 15-minute fair value gap here to go higher. And you wouldn't know that until this 15-minute closes. So I'll just show you guys, going to the 1 minute here and marking out where that 15-minute closed. That 15-minute closed at this red line. So after that close, that's when you would have known, okay, price is probably not bearish. Price is definitely bullish, because the 15 minutes being respected. And we also have a 15-minute down here. This 15-minute right here that's being respected on a 1 minute time frame to move higher. Perfectly bodies respecting. So that's why price didn't move down. That's a good indicator to say, okay, we're gonna be bullish now. No reason to look to be bearish. I will say I was looking to be bearish because I didn't catch that at the time, and I was wanting price to retrace from this 5-minute or this 5-minute, but we didn't get that. Obviously, we're bullish for the day. This was another pretty good trade on a 30-second. I'll go to a 30-second here. We had price sweep this previous low and this low, inverse 30-second IFEG runs higher. The target for me, because I still was bearish, would have been the 5-minute here, and it just wasn't a good enough RR to take. I wouldn't have been making much, wouldn't be a good RR, so I didn't take it. But that's about it. What else we got? Macro time did take liquidity here. We have macro time took buy side, and then also at 10:50, 11:10 macro time, we ran to take buy side again. Price sold lower. Whenever we see a big gap like this with a huge candle gapping up, usually price will trade lower to fill this gap and either sell all the way through it or go higher, which we saw to go higher. Here, price tapped right into the top of the NWOG from yesterday, then went higher. We have a IFEG here. This would have been a really good setup if we saw the sweep. However, price did tap into consequent encouragement of this 15-minute right here. So this was also a really good trade to target this high. But I didn't like that high just because we didn't have any generated liquidity made to take. Usually I like to see a lot of highs, lower highs coming down, then sell off. So we have a lot of LR to take on the way up, but we didn't. And I would see this as a high resistance high. Because going to a 15-minute, it's pretty sharp and jagged if price traded away from this. But that's not a perfect world, and it didn't happen. So and really the way to see and to predict that, I guess not predict but react to it, would be to look at the 15-minute. Price is respecting this 15-minute and that 15-minute to go higher. And that's how you would know, okay, we're bullish. Time to look to be bullish. And that's about it. I go through this and I just mark the little stuff. There's a lot of little stuff here, just like price respecting CE. We have price came down to CE of this wick down here, moved higher. A lot of little stuff. This 5-minute, this is OTE of the range, of this down range. This is where I wanted to see price retrace to, but we didn't. I wanted to see price go to these lows. We didn't get that. It's all just reactionary. You want to be reactionary to it. And that's about it. Pretty slow day. I won't be trading for the next 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I look to be trading all next week. Hopefully next week's got good price action. I hope it will. I'd like to still see the NASDAQ highs get taken out in the 4-hour here. There's relative equal highs. They're very nice. Still want to see these get taken out. That's still my draw, even though ES took them. I don't think I think the SMT is going to get disrespected. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But yeah, that's about it, guys.